Hello everyone, Reza here. How about a Canvas app authoring MCP server that we can call from an AI tool of our choice like GitHub CLI or Claude Code? This MCP server is packed with tools that can help us build our Canvas apps from scratch or modify existing apps. It can build screens, write PowerFX formulas, understand the connected data source schemas, understand the entire control suite that's available in Canvas apps, and a lot more. So let's check this video out in action. Create and edit Canvas apps with AI code generation tools like GitHub Copilot CLI and Claude Code. What can we do with this new feature? You can create new Canvas apps or update existing Canvas apps by requesting changes or enhancements through your AI code gen tool of choice. The code gen tool will sync with your Canvas app authoring experience live through the co-authoring feature. So how does it work? You simply describe what you want to build in natural language. The code gen tool uses installed Canvas app skills to discover available controls, connectors, data sources, ask clarifying questions if needed, and the tool will generate the YAML files that will help define your app screens, controls, PowerFX formulas, and more. Now, there are some prerequisites required that are called out in the documentation. I will be utilizing Claude Code as my AI tool of choice. And to install the Canvas app MCP plugin, we need to run the following commands. To add the Power Platform Skills Marketplace plugin, here is the command. And then to install the Canvas app plugin, here is the command. After we install this, we simply have to go and configure the Canvas MCP by firing the following command. So let's do a full walkthrough. I'll be utilizing Claude Code. So let me fire Claude from my command prompt. I already have installed the plugin for Power Platform Skills from the marketplace as well as the Canvas app plugin. Next step will be to run configure Canvas MCP. This will help set up the MCP server connection. It has successfully loaded the skill, and now it is asking me, please provide your Canvas App Studio URL, copy it from the browser and paste it here so that it can make a connection with my app. So let's go ahead and do that. In make.powerapps.com, I'll go ahead and create a Canvas app. I'll start with a design. I'll pick any of the responsive screen layouts to begin with. I'll pick split screen, Canvas app. So this will create a new Canvas app. Let's connect it to a data source. I have a simple SharePoint list that has job application tracking information. To connect it to my app, data sources, SharePoint, connect to the site, connect to the list. My list is connected. Make sure you save the app first. Once saved, head over to settings, updates, and make sure co-authoring is turned on. I'll update. Now this will in turn save the app and restart the session. Let's confirm that co-authoring is turned on. And now I'll simply copy the URL of this Canvas app authoring session. Back to Claude. I'll paste that URL right here, hit enter, and now it will perform the connection to that session. I'll ask it to list the available Canvas app controls. Now this triggered the option for me to sign in. So I'll go ahead and sign in to the session. Authentication complete. Now that it has connected, I asked it to list all the controls. There it's listing all the modern controls, classic controls, and more. Can you list all the tools available for Canvas MCP? And here are all the tools. Now let's ask our AI tool to build the app for us. Build me the home screen to list all the job applicants. Now you can see it's using the skill generate Canvas app. I'll say go ahead. The work begins. It is selecting specific controls to create the home screen. It's going to generate all that YAML code. And once done, it's going to update my app live. But it's gone ahead and planned the screen. It says deep navy header with cool off-white background, card-based gallery style, search functionality, and all of this connected to my job application tracker SharePoint list. I'll say, yes, this looks good. Let's go ahead and build it out. It's starting to build my home screen. Notice as it is going through the different set of tools to generate the YAML, compile it, sync it, if there are any errors that it finds, it will fix it on the fly. And as you can see, it has started making the updates. Let's take a look. It's built me the home screen. It's listing out all the job applicants from my SharePoint list. Now, has it built me the perfect screen? No, but it has done a lot of the groundwork. It's built the controls, has a gallery here, it's written PowerFX formulas. Let's search. That works. The app is styled and branded. If you notice, it's also written named formulas for me. This includes the color coding for the application. It's done conditional formatting. It's tried to build it using the responsive container controls. It's done a lot of the groundwork for me. Now let's ask it to do more. Build me a form screen that is connected to the gallery on the home screen. It should allow the user to add and update job applicant information. Once again, it will start utilizing the tools to get the job done. It will start planning, picking controls needed, understand my data source schema, understand the existing YAML of the screen that's built. It has full context of my Canvas app. And it's gone ahead and created the form screen as well. Notice the home screen is not the landing screen. It's co-authoring you and the AI tool. I'll move it up. So the home screen is the first screen. And now in the form screen, if you observe the form card, probably needs flexible height. So I'll turn it on. And here's the form that it's added. Now I can pick and choose the columns that I want to show on the form. So I'll add the job type, job link, city, company, role, title, add. And now here is my app, my landing screen. I can see the applicants. I can edit an existing applicant. Let's change the role from UX design intern to junior UX designer. I'll save the changes. This will make the update. And here it is. I need to create a new applicant. This will take me to the new form experience. Cancel takes me back. You can see I simply made a few updates, but all the groundwork was done by the AI tool. How about I give it a screenshot as an example? In this case, Kanban board-like experience that I wanted to build. Back to Claude. Build me a screen based on this image. I have that image in my downloads folder. The Kanban board lanes should be based on, I'll say, the city. It's going to start planning the screen. It'll pick the controls needed to build a screen like that. And once done, it will make the updates. Done. Here is the Kanban board screen. Now, how cool is that? Yes, it's not built me the perfect screen, but it has got me 80-90% of the way there. Build me a calendar screen with year, month, and week wise views. Map the job applicant information on the calendar based on the date column for deadline. When a specific job is selected, show the job information as a pop-up dialog. Once again, the magic begins. And it's gone ahead and made the updates. Here's my calendar screen. Now I also asked it to do additional things. Change the color code, add an editable table experience. So here's my fully baked Canvas app. I'll go to calendar. It will show all the jobs listed based on the deadline. This is the monthly view. There's one job here. If I select, the pop-up dialog is right here. It's giving me all the details of the job. It's also allowing me to go to the edit experience. So it's connected it to the form. All the Power Effects formulas to do all this magic was written by the AI tool. Let's go to my table view. Let's change this from full-time to part-time. Editable grid experience. This is a full-fledged 5-screen Power App with tons of Power Effects formulas. All of this built within a matter of minutes. And I have a Canvas app built 10x faster. What if I have an existing app and I would like to make changes to that? Here I have an app that's showcasing project information, and I have 2 screens showing 2 different gallery styles. I'll make sure co-authoring is on for this application. I've given it the URL. I'll ask it to add a budget range filter on the screen style 1. So it's reading the synced files for the style 1 screen. Make sure you give it clear instructions if you are constantly working with it and you're moving from one app to the other. At this point, it says, hey, I was still connected to your earlier app. Now it's asking me to restart Claude and continue to resume the session. I'll do that. Now that I restarted, it's connecting to the app. It's starting to make the updates. The updates are made. Let's preview. Here we go. Here's a min-max filter. Minimum 50,000. Maximum 80,000. Done. Change the entire theme of this app to match Microsoft brand standards and colors. And the updates are starting to get applied. So go ahead and try out the Canvas app authoring MCP Server using an AI tool of your choice, and let's build Canvas apps 10x faster.
If you enjoyed this video, then do like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank you so much for watching.